Hi guys, Jessica Beck here. I thought I would give you a sample video about part 3 answers today. I have not prepared my answers for this. I want to bring you answers that are native and natural. And let's see what we can learn from this, okay? As you watch this video and as you listen and watch me give my part 3 answers, you need to take notes. What I want you to notice is how I begin, how I support my opinion and reasons, okay? How specific I get, what kind of support I use, and also how I finish, because guys, this is a skill that is often overlooked. You do need to finish your part 3 answer well in an organized way, 1 sentence summary, okay? I also want you to notice the demeanor in which I am speaking when I answer part 3 questions, okay? You should use formal vocabulary, academic high-level vocabulary and ways of transitioning, but that doesn't mean that your carriage, the way you sit, the way you speak becomes formal and wooden and because that will hurt your score. So maintain this relaxed confidence, but the words you're using are high level, okay, are formal. All right, so the 3 questions that I have written down for myself today, I took directly from the British Council website. Okay, so these are for real, guys, for real IELTS questions. Okay, question number 1. What kind of things give status to people in your country? Oh, wow, that is not the easiest question because my country is enormous. It is gargantuan, and it's really difficult to summarize or stereotype status symbols that are true for everyone. So varied. Okay, so if I have to give you what I think signifies status in most citizens' eyes in my country, I would say that, well, money, of course, and that's always true, right? Money equals power, equals ability, equals freedom. The American dream, if you will. So money for sure. And what that money gets us, showing we have money. So the type of car you drive, the clothes you wear, carrying an expensive leather handbag you bought from the Coach store. These are all things that signify status in my country. Okay, so that was my answer for that one. And remember guys, I have not prepared, so you can hear exactly how I would do this on the test. Okay, native speaker stumbles and all. All right, the next question. Have things changed since your parents' time? You know, not a lot. I wish I could say that we have evolved in our appreciation for what is meaningful in life and what signifies status. High-level status in our society, but honestly, I mean, as I said in the first question, money. That was true in my parents' time as well, and I don't think that has changed. In my parents' time and in my generation, people still want to show they have a big house, they have an expensive car, they can afford to take long vacations with their family. Come to think of it today, I think another level of status is what you are doing with your children. That has become more visible and more talked about, more important. So I know in my area, it is a status symbol about even what preschool your child goes to, what kind of clothes they're wearing, if they're going to the most expensive summer camp, you know. And that's unfortunate because I don't think that's the right focus in raising our children or conducting ourselves in our life. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't think the ways we exhibit our status has changed much. Okay, last question. Do you think advertising influences what people buy? Oh my God, yeah, of course. Of course, it influences what people buy. I know, speaking for myself, my first consideration is price when I go shopping. And I'm thinking, of course, at the supermarket. That's the shopping I do. I don't really buy a lot of clothes and stuff anymore. But when I go to the supermarket, I'm all about saving money. So in that case, advertising does not influence what I buy. However, it does influence the way I spend my leisure bucks, if you will, what I go for in entertainment. So, for example, Netflix. I bought Netflix right away because I saw some of my favorite shows were on there in their advertisements that came into my inbox. Also, the advertisements I see for movies, right, that sometimes come up on Facebook, for example. Those advertisements do influence me because if I see a director I like or actors I like, a cool sci-fi indie film, right, if I see that advertised, then I'm going to write it down in my schedule. I'm going to say, when this comes out, I'm going to go see this. I'm going to spend my money in that enormous theater, which is way expensive. I'm going to spend my money. I'm going to watch that. So yeah, in a lot of different ways, no matter who you are, advertising does, it has to influence the way we spend our money. Okay, so those are my answers, guys. Watch this video a couple times. Please take notes on what I asked you to in the beginning of this video. It's a good lesson today. All right, if you are ready to learn how you can express yourself like a native, score those high 7s and 8s, you can get into our online IELTS course now. Today, you could start preparing today with me. Please go to allearsenglish.com/keys. That's allearsenglish.com/KEYS. All right, thank you so much for watching, taking notes, and learning with me today.